The Audubon Naturalist Society works in the Metro DC area. We're an independent Audubon society that helps to connect people with nature.
In 2021, the Environment Fund made a grant to the Audubon Naturalist Society and its partner organizations to work on this project on the Route 1 corridor to really get the community there involved in working with Little Hunting Creek and improving that watershed. I think the Audubon Naturalist Society is a great fit because they've been working across not only Northern Virginia, but Maryland and other parts of the region as well. Funding this program this year on the Route 1 corridor, where we're seeing lots of redevelopments in Fairfax County and a real need for people to be aware of how their actions can impact the environment. Audubon has worked with organizations, they work with kids, they've got strong educational leaders, so they bring so much to the table. I think it was a really good choice.
This goes down to the implementation at the local level because we involve the community in the projects that we select to fund. These aren't large corporate entities that we're funding local activities at a local level to preserve green space, improve water, and ensure a lifestyle that really makes us one of the truly important areas in the country and attractive areas to live in.
The youth is our future. Doing these activities and these events are setting the foundation for their future education and experiences that they're going to take with them for the rest of their life. One thing our kids love is experiments, bringing them in to do art projects, anything along those lines. So being able to interact hands-on is really important to them. And when they're able to combine like that science piece, that what happens if I do this, then they're so much more engaged and interacted, and then they ask questions later. The Community Foundation's grant to Audubon Naturalist Society is what makes all of our outdoor programming possible.
So the program today will be working with an Enviroscape, which is a setup almost like a Lego community, where the kids are able to see what happens when it rains and what happens to pollution as the rain rushes across an impervious surface like a road. The second part of the program is partnering with Minority Tech Foundation, who has an augmented reality app that kids are able to hold up a smart device, be able to see through the smart device. It looks just like your camera, but then you're able to virtually plant trees on the landscape. And we can use that to really talk about what those trees will do and how it will affect the place that they live.
Colchester is very thankful for the Community Foundation along with A&S for partnering with our community, especially so that we can gain more interest in our creek and in nature. The children have enjoyed it and has shown more interest in taking care of our backyard, not only just our creek area, but also all areas of the community. I have seen children pick up various things just from walking by, or has just allowed them to be able to have more responsibility for their community. So the children had a lot of aha moments because there were things that they discovered in the creek that they didn't even know were there. Besides, our activity was talking about the creek. Once they were able to actually see the entrances that we even have that go deeper into the creek, they were very excited to know that we have living animals back there in our creek. So it just makes it more of our responsibility to make sure that we're doing our part for our community and keeping our community clean and safe.
Our ultimate goal is to get the voices of the residents who live in these communities along the Route 1 corridor to understand that they can have an impact on what happens as the Route 1 corridor is being redeveloped.
The environment is an important cause for us to focus on because it's been overlooked, it's been overshadowed. It's always, well, we got to worry about people, we got to worry about jobs. They often don't think there's any environment to save, but there is. We've got parks, we've got animals, we've got birds, we've got plants, and we've got people. And we've got people who have health issues and sanity issues and need green space to live and need a healthy environment where they can be safe and happy. And so the environment is all these things to all these people, and that's why we need an environment fund. I think the Community Foundation is a really great organization to work with. I've worked with a lot of different organizations in this region, and I'm very impressed by their professionalism, their dedication to the region, their knowledge of all the issues, and also they're just great people to work with. They're just genuinely friendly and compassionate, and I couldn't think of a better organization to be involved with.
The Environment Fund is so critical to support in the Northern Virginia region. We are developing at a rapid pace, and the areas that are at most risk are in fact areas like this that are along streams. And to have a long-term support of the Environment Fund will help us protect those corridors and support outreach like this in the community.